Hi guys, welcome to the show. I hope everyone's had a brilliant weekend. Today I'm going to be making a map on Stronghold 3. So if you know where the map editor is, it's just a matter of clicking on the icon. Or if you go into your games, software and tools and look under tools and software, it will appear. So without further ado, I've already opened it, so let's make a start. And there we are. Okay, so we need to make a new map. So let's start by making a file, new, and you can choose what size you want, medium, large, extra large. I like extra large because I like plenty of room to play with. So we'll make an extra large, and OK. And you've got your basic map layout. So the mouse will zoom you in. If you hold the right button, you can spin the map and use the directionals, and if you hold the left button you can actually move the map around. So starting off, thinking about the map, how many enemies, what sort of map do we want? So normally what I like to do first is lay out the factions. So if you click on factions up here, you'll have the designated area as red, which is your area. So to put an enemy's area on, you choose the colour you want, or the player, the estate, and then you can use a different brush size to, as you can see, increase the size of the brush to make it as big or as small as you want. So first off, now to be able to draw on the map and edit the map, you need to hold the control down. So hold the control button down, and we will paint by holding the left mouse button, and we will just paint a blue area. So we're designating that as the blue's estate. Okay, so let's just make it a nice curve for it. And there we have it. If we're going to have more than one player, then we need to choose the next estate colour. So let's say green. So we'll have blue estate that side, and we'll have a green estate this side. Just colour it in, holding the control button and the left mouse. And let's have the last one as turquoise or aqua. Okay, so we make them a big area. So what we'll do is we'll paint the area in as quick as we can. And there we have it. Okay, so that's our map. The red area being our area, the blue and the green and the aqua is the enemy's areas. So let's paint that up there. Just tidy these up a little bit just for our benefit so we can see what we're doing. Okay, and we have the green. Making sure there is no other colours on their area other than their own colour. Okay, brilliant. Now we need to go to the buildings and place a keep on each of the areas. You can see there are areas marked, as you can see. So you can see the areas there. Okay, so we need to put a keep, which is up here. You can choose any size keep you want. Let's say a number 7 size. This is quite big, and we'll spin it around and we'll place it over in the corner. Now that is the keep that we want for that player blue, which is in this area. So we put one down there. As you can see, the flag is coloured blue, and as we put the other colours on, this is the aqua, and we'll turn that, and there's the green, aqua looks green, and this should be the green. And there we have the green. Not forgetting to put our own keep in our own area. We'll have top of the range keep. Okay. Now in order for these to work properly, they need people. So if you go to the housing, which is on your list of buildings, housing, hovel, level 6, and I normally put about 6 houses on for them. So let's put 6 on. For each of the different clans. And not forgetting, you need at least 1 or 2 to help you start with you know, the building of your town. So I normally put 4 on for us, and there you have it. Now the one or the 2 things that you must put on is you must put on a granary, which is in the food buildings. So place your granary, and each town will need their own granary. So let's put a granary on for everybody. And a granary. The other thing you must put on is a stockpile. So we'll put a stockpile on for everybody as well. Okay. And a stockpile. I mean, you can place them prettily and put them in space and make them all look nice, but at the moment, okay, I don't think you need to put them on for yourself. So let's select that. Buildings. Right click it and press delete. Okay. We will put those on when the actual game starts. It asks you to place a stockpile and a granary. Now, we know roughly the size of our areas. If we go back to factions, you can see our areas. Now there's another thing called pathing. This is where they're allowed to walk. So if you didn't want, let's say you didn't want the blues to be able to cross over into the aqua's colour. So what you would do is go to pathing and put a line between the 2. That is stating that they can't cross that line. And if you did one here as well, like that, they will not cross into their line. Now that, for the moment, is basically all we're going to do here. The rest takes place in the edit scenario. So we're going to the edit scenario, and type of map, military, starting goods. So I normally give us 1,000 gold and 1,000 honour, and a stockpile, normally 100 of each, just to make sure that if we needed anything to build, we have enough to start at least. And the granary, I normally put 500 in each, and that gives you enough to start a decent campaign. You can put beer in. I don't normally borrow too much. Now, depending on the strengths of the armies, you may need to put on, say, enough materials and enough armaments to get you a start. Availability is the availability of all the weapons, catapults, towers, etc. I normally leave all of these set to all. Now this is the interesting part. You have to set an event for each of the different clans. So by create a new event, we will go to objective type and we want the win conditions. Now the win conditions are the conditions that you will win on. So I normally assign a flag like that one, or even better, that one. And this needs to be set to always, and you can add the conditions. There's lots of different conditions you can add, but the one we're going to go for is Lord dies. So the win conditions for us would be that the Lord dies, which would be the blue Lord, add condition, the green Lord, add condition, and the aqua Lord. Once that has happened, then you can set the end result to whatever you feel is appropriate. What we will do is just call that it, and we will win once they are dead. So okay, that is our win conditions. And the lose conditions is create new event, objective type, lose conditions. Lord dies, and it would be your Lord that dies. And there you have it. Oh, we didn't set that to always. Okay. Remember to set them to always. You have your win conditions and your lose conditions. If you wanted armies to leave each of these towns and attack you, you would need to set up what we call markers. So you would add a marker. Let's say, let's go to faction. Faction, where's faction? Go to faction. So what I like to do is colour coordinate things. So the blues, the aqua and the green. So in the markers, I would like to add a blue marker, add marker, number one, add marker to there. Control. And then if you haven't got the appropriate colour, you can make another colour fit, as it will say. So I'm going to say yellow 1, add marker to there, which is the aqua. Then we'll go to green, marker 1, add marker, and we'll add marker 1 there. Now they would need somewhere to go. So we will set a red marker, number 1, add the marker to our town hall, just there. Now back in the edit scenario, we need to go into the events and we need to create a new event. In the new events, we're going to leave it as a standard type, and we are going to have it on a set day. So we will say on day 10 you want an invasion, on part, start invasion. To add invasion, this will be invasion 1. Lord, no Lord because we haven't got a Lord name, so we leave that set as 0, none. Invasion type 1, which would be the blue. Starting at our blue marker 1, and the target marker would be the red one, which is our town. You can adjust the repeats, so let's have 10 repeats of a daily interval of 5 days. Invasion type, we want attack player, and no warnings, or we could have a standard, the normal warnings. And this is where you designate what troops will attack at those points on day 10. So you could have 10 archers and 10 swordsmen. And okay. Once you've set that, it should be set. And that is on day 10, invasion point 1, going to red 1. I will quickly add the next 2 or attacks. 10. Add condition, start invasion, add condition, and we will have player aqua going from yellow 1 to red 1, which is us, and a repeat count of 10, a daily interval of 5 days, and don't forget to assign it to attack player, normal warnings, and assign the amount of troops you require to attack. I'll quickly add the last one, so on and after day 10, and start the invasion, add the invasion, so it will be green now. There we're going from green 1 to red 1, repeat count of 10, daily individual of 5, and attack player, and assign the troops you want to attack. And it's as simple as that. That's the basic setup. So now we've got a win condition, we've got our lose condition, and we've got our 3 attacks. You can name each attack as you want to. You can go back into edit and change these to whatever you require. Let's change that one to 2, and OK, and change that one to 3. Okay. There's our 3 attacks. That was the hardest part. Mission briefing, you can write a small story, supply an image. What I'm going to do now is we're going to go back to the landscaping. This is where the fun starts. Now choosing a mottled type of brush, you can raise, you can absolute height, and you can smooth the land. If you hold, come down closer. So let's say we have a little bit of a hill and a river running behind our town hall. You can grab, there's plenty of brushes, all different shapes and sizes to give you different effects. I like this one particularly. We will raise just a little bit like that, as you can see. And then what I like to do is go to absolutes, and then you right click, holding control, and select the height you want. So let's say about that high. When you let off and you left button, you can raise the level of the land to the height you've just selected. And the smooth does basically what it says, it just smooths it down so it's all nice and smooth. And there you have it. You can see the little mounds and the hills. If you wanted to put a river on, the rivers are up here with water, rivers, and the tile size. We'll get to these 2 in a minute. So choose a tile size that will suit, holding the control, and I'm just going to draw on a rough little river, just like that, and we'll take it to the edge. Now, flow direction is whatever way you want the river to flow. It's quite easy to adjust. So if we wanted the river to go this way, we would hold the left mouse button and control and draw the which way that you want the river to flow. As you can see now, I made a bit of a mess. But you get the idea. I always like to have it going this way anyway, so we'll draw it around. As you can see, the arrows are changing direction as I draw it in. With a little bit of landscaping and smoothing, you can adjust the intensity of the brush as well, which makes smoothing a lot easier. And then just round it so it looks like a river. And then you have vegetation. Now there's all sorts of vegetations, from dense grass to bulrushes, poppies. I like to go with the dense grass and shrubs, and it does it all in one go. So let's smooth that down and put that right up, because we want as many as we can get. And there we go. You probably won't see it, if it's too far away it will disappear off the screen. And then use the mouse, the right button on the mouse, to tidy up the area that you've just painted. You have trees, wood, and trees, iron, and stone, which is under your landscaping resources. So you have your trees, you have iron, stone, and pitch. So using the trees on one tree, I'm going to select a tree and place it just like that. You can select the other types. And if you really wanted to cover a large area, you can increase the size and just paint on, holding the left button, where you want the forest to start. There are loads of vegetation, plants. If you go back into vegetation, you've got shrubs. There's lots of shrubs you can decorate the scenery with. I like to spend a little bit of time to decorate the scenery because it does make the game more playable, makes it more interesting. And there basically you have it, and that is it. Once you've done this, you can go to File, Save As, in your maps, give it a name. We'll call this Map 1, and save. Okay, I understand what they're saying. What I think it is it doesn't like the fact that on this event we've got 3 different types of event. So what we'll do is we'll make that blue as a win condition, and we'll do another 2 win conditions for each of the characters that are playing always. Lord dies, oh, wrong one. Lord dies, a player, I think it was that one. Okay, win, number 2, win, number 4. So we want number 3, which will be green. So we need to create another win condition. Always, Lord dies, add the condition, and then choose the player, green. Okay, so we have 3 win conditions and 1 lose condition. So we need to complete all 3 to win, or they need to kill us to win. And that's basically it. If you have any problems, please leave me a line and I'll help you as best I can. Other than that, that's it for today. I hope everybody has a brilliant day and enjoys their map building.